Hello folks, the moment you've been waiting for, complete sits and downs. Complete sits and downs is actually the accumulation of everything you've done in phase one, teaching the dog what sitting down actually means, then teaching the dog in phase two not to be stressed out by the pinch collar by doing the transitional sits and downs, and also adding, the resistance up to the end of the leash and the no-no-nos to it. And then, after that, you should have done the doggy push-ups, which teaches the dog not to be stressed out by a more range of motion where they may actually get, corrected. And of course, going from the down back up into the sit, which could actually be kind of confusing and stressful to the dog with the correction. So, in the complete sits and downs, this is where we put everything together with one little new twist, and that's that you do not have to start the dog off in a sit or down position with a treat. This is the first time where really you do not have to give the dog a treat. They learn they have to do it just because you said so. But during the training and with all the repetition, it's still a good idea when you free the dog to give the dog a treat, at least every other one or variable to keep them motivated. In real life, when you're bringing your dog to a door or taking the dog for a walk and you're at an intersection, you could just tell the dog to sit, and you're going to use the predictable chain reaction. They just have to do it. But now when you're doing the training exercises and the repetition, remember to add in the treat to keep the dog motivated. So, first step we're going to do is we're going to have Earl Dunn, Custom Canine Training, out of New Jersey, explain a little bit of the technicals on the board before he demos on me.
All right, thanks, Mike. So, as we covered in the last lesson, pretty much the same kind of predictable command chain reaction here. It's going to start off with just giving the dog their name, all right? Now we're actually going to be giving them a command. So it's their name and the command. In this particular situation, I'm going to be doing sit with Mike. Mike, sit. If he does it, good boy. Make sure you free him up. As Mike was saying before, if you're out in the real world and this isn't really a training session, you can always just use your hand for some praise. In these training sessions, to help keep the dog motivated, we'll be using goodies. If we say the dog's name in the command, they don't do it, they still get their warning. They still get to hear the no. Again, if the dog listens, praise, and make sure you free them up. If they don't listen, now we're going to be using a command and the correction to get the proper positioning. The command and the correction are typically the end of the actual chain reaction here. If you find that your dog's not successfully completing the command, you can offer help, okay? But if the majority of your sessions you're finding you're continually helping the dog, it's a good idea to go back to your push-ups and your transitionals to make sure you really reinforce those points. So again, the same predictable chain reaction is going to be happening here. Name, command, no, command plus correction until they assume the position. If they need the help, you can offer a little bit of help. But that should be very sporadic right now at this time.
All right. Good job, Earl. Now, we're going to demo what this looks like on a dog. All right. So what Earl's going to do is he's going to walk me just back and forth over here in front of the camera. But you can walk your dog around in any environment that really has still, remember this is phase two, so still teach an environment. Really, in the backyard if there's nothing going on, in an open room of the house where there's nothing going on. Keep it easy for the dog. Now when he's going to do these, he's going to mix everything up. So this means sometimes he could just do a sit, and sometimes he could just go right to a down. And he can mix in whatever he wants, resistance, everything we've been doing. A good way for him to mix in the push-ups, what he's going to do, is he's going to alternate. Sometimes he'll put me in a sit, and then put me in a down, and then back into a sit, and probably free me up. And sometimes he'll do it the other way, where he'll probably put me in a down, then back into a sit, then back into a down, and free me up. Or he could just put me in a down, back into the sit, free me up. So you can mix it up any way he really wants. But if you do not mix it up, your dog will potentially get pattern trained. If you always do a sit, then a down, the dog will stop paying attention to what you're saying. They'll just know, oh, the first command is always a sit. and you could be saying macaroni, and they're gonna sit. Doesn't really matter. So be sure to mix it up. Remember, now the dog has to do it. So he's definitely not going to be getting. You definitely do not give the treat when they initially sit and lay down. Just occasionally on the freeze. So we're gonna mix it up. And leash manners. I forgot. Sorry, folks. I just need to turn the camera so we can make sure we stay in here for you. Okay. All right. Since I don't have a whole camera crew here. What do you want? You know, we're dog trainers. All right. Okay.
All right.
So
Mike, down. No, down, down. Good boy, good boy. Mike, sit. No. Good boy. Free. Good boy.
All right.
Good
Good.
boy.
All right, that was good. So that's a good example of a first one. Now remember, I got to do it. I'm noticing that Earl's didn't give me a treat on the first one, so I may actually decide not to do it when he gives me the next command.
Mike, sit. No. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy.
Ah.
Mike, down. No. Down. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. What a good boy. No. Down. Good boy. Good. No. Good boy. Good. Very good boy. Look at this.
Oh.
What a smart boy. Mike, free. Good boy.
All right.
Good.
Another reminder for you guys. I am wearing a pinch collar for important reasons. Earl's actually corrected me about the same amount of strength he would do on a regular dog. Like, we're doing things the same exact way. You do not have to be cranking on your dog. Notice it's when Earl's corrected, it's mostly all on the wrist, and it's multiple pops. We're just making it a little uncomfortable for the dog, so the dog understands that there's really no way around it. It's uncomfortable until he actually does it. But if your dog is crying or having some kind of, an aggressive response or anything where you know the dog seems very stressed out, you're probably correcting a little too hard or the dog's confused. You might have to go backwards or seek a little bit of help, assistance. But just wanted to make that point, since this is one of the potentially more stressful exercises for the dog. So keep it light and lots of praise, which Earl's doing a great job. Continue walking me around here.
Good. Mike, down. No, down. Down. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. What? No. Good boy. That's a good boy. No. Down. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Ooh, good boy.
Good. And Earl could do whatever he wants. He could do the resistance, or he could even drop the leash, since your dogs know to drop the leash. Good. And if I get up.
No. Down. Good boy. Very good boy. Good. Let's try that one again. You got so excited your tail fell off. Good boy.
And tail again.
Good boy.
Even if your dog's tail falls off, they're not allowed to break it down to get the tail.
Good boy.
I thought about it.
What a good boy. Good. No. Down. Good boy.
Good. Notice how Earl brought me right back to the spot where I was when I got up. He stayed calm. He just continued to say no. So I didn't lose track of the fact that I was doing something wrong from the moment I actually got up. He didn't stop saying no until I was actually back into the down position. Okay.
Mike, sit. No. Good boy. Good boy. Mike, free. Good boy.
You mean business, Earl. I don't know how much I'm going to mess with you. My tail.
That's all right, Mike. Good boy. Good. We'll just leave that there. Mike, down. No. Down. Down. Good boy. Good. Attaboy. Good boy. No. Down. Good boy.
Good tail.
Good boy.
It looks so lonely. I feel so incomplete.
What a good boy. If you think that might be a nice distraction for your dog, you can always pull him towards his tail.
Oh yeah, resistance. That's right.
Boy.
Oh.
Good boy.
Good. Important point Earl made. The resistance is good to use towards mild distractions. Nothing too crazy at this point, but if your dog seems to be breaking towards his position towards a mild distraction, when he's in the position, actually pull him towards it. Because now he has to concentrate on actually holding his position away from that distraction. It's a good way to train his muscles to hold the position firmer around distractions.
Good. Mike, sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Good.
So again, Earl may do resistance towards my tail. Since I want to go towards it, now I want to move away from it. Darn.
Good. Mike, down. No. Down. Good boy, buddy. That's a good boy. Good.
Oh.
Mike, sit. No. Sit. Good boy. Very good. Mike, free. Good boy.
All right.
Look at that.
All right, yeah. I don't think my head was cut off, but anyway, my head's cut off, my tail is off. The next one, we're going to crop the ears for the guard dog videos. All right, well, you should get the idea here, what we're really doing. Mix it up. We're teaching the dogs rules still. Remember, don't lose track of what phase 2 is about. You're not going to expect the dog to do this around heavy distractions. If the training environment seems too stressful for you or the dog, then pick a calmer, more teaching environment for the dog. It's still, even though you see me getting jerked around a lot by Earl here, if you free your dog up, you could even mix in, short sessions, mix in some play. The dog should still be enjoying themselves while they are training. It shouldn't be all, me and Earl pretty much, all business here, and you look at us and think, these are two very serious guys, but we could be pretty nice guys. We're pretty fun guys. All right. Anyway, I'm getting off track. We're going to go back to Earl. He's going to review one more time on the board for you, and hopefully you understand what you're supposed to know here.
So to review, the same concepts I was just showing you on Mike. Every time I gave him a command, I started off with his name, gave him the command. There was, most of the times he wasn't being a real good dog, all right? I had to give him the warning. I gave him his no. A few times he reacted on the no. He just got my praise. I didn't give him the goodie until I freed him up, okay? If I had to say his name, the command, and the word no, I didn't see him start to instantly react. Right away I went to another command, or to the command again with a correction. The appropriate correction to get the dog to listen. At the end of the command, free him up, give him the praise. It's very important that the dog's understanding the same kind of predictable chain reaction. The same principles are always being mirrored as we move on and on. Remember, help is allowed in this stage, but it needs to be the majority of the time the dog's understanding and figuring out what the corrections mean. The help can only come as a supplemental thing to set him up for success.
Okay, good. That's really good. And I hope everyone got that. And what else I wanted to add? There's something else that I forgot. No, I think we got everything there. Nope, I think that's it. There was something, but if I forgot something, you'll know. I'll do a secondary video on it. All right, folks. Good job.